Okay, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. What is going on, my friends? Wow, that's a good start right there. A good typical start to my streaming day. Okay, so hello, everyone. And welcome to today's first of two gameplay streams. I am Darkside Phil, and I welcome you to the fun. The explosive fun. Yes. Very explosive. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Today's Thursday, June 28th, 2018, and what a day it's been already. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize the stream is starting late, and I apologize for the confusion, of which there's been a lot this morning. A lot. And it certainly isn't anything that it's in my realm of control. We've had a very frustrating morning here, trying to get stuff going. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, I mean that today is the premiere of Fighting EX Layer. I've been talking about this game for about a week now. The game that is from Eureka, the company that made the Street Fighter EX series of games from back in the day. And now that they don't have the franchise licensing anymore for Street Fighter, they've made a game that's exclusively their own characters, okay? And it's basically a lot of the characters that were in the the Street Fighter EX series, that were the kind of the original style characters that they had created for the game. Alright. And I played this back in December. It was actually, the beta came out in December, 6 months ago. And I liked it, but I basically felt by the end of playing that the game was going to be incredibly broken. The reason being is that this Gouji system that they have combines different kinds of special abilities. Like, for example, there's a Gouji system that if you do like 15 special moves or supers in a round, all of a sudden the super moves are unlimited now. You don't need to charge up your super meter anymore to do super moves. There's one that gives super armor, so you have to take like 2-3 hits to even be interrupted. And what I found is that by the end of playing this beta back in December, that with the right combination of these Gouji classes, that certain characters could become insanely overpowered. Like Darren basically could blow through everything with his command grab and everything. It was very broken, okay? Now, that was 6 months ago. You know, a lot can change. And what I'm hoping is that the game makers learned from the beta 6 months ago what was overpowered and what wasn't, and they've been able to change it up and maybe mix it up. Maybe the Gouji system will only be in certain modes, or maybe the Gouji system will be balanced so you can't do a combination that's overpowered. I don't know. I think that's what the beta was for people to mess around, 6 months ago and see how the game, worked with these things, okay? So, that being said, guys, all week, I've been saying I'm going to play this on Thursday when it releases, and it's really odd that the game came out on a Thursday to begin with. I mean, what's the last time? When is the last time, right, that you can even say, I played that new release on a Thursday it came out, right? Almost never. Most new releases either come out on a Tuesday or a Friday. So why on earth they determined that this would come out on a random Thursday? I have no idea. Very odd. Okay. Excuse me. Now, here's the thing. Last night, well, not even, it was actually about midday yesterday, this game released both in Europe and in Japan. So people have been playing this game for almost 24 hours in other territories. It didn't release in the United States until, I'm not even kidding you, about 20 minutes ago. Because I've been checking all night. I'm like, when is this going to become available? When the hell is it going to be released so I can get it and get it preloaded and everything for the stream? And I'm checking and checking and checking. Nothing. I go to sleep. I wake up this morning. First thing I do is I check. It's still not there. I'm like, you got to be joking. This is really ridiculous. Like, I guess we're not playing it today. I don't know what's going on. And sadly, this is a problem. This has always been a problem with the United States PlayStation Network. They update at random times. Sometimes they'll update at midnight. Sometimes they'll update at 9 p.m. Sometimes it will update in the morning. Sometimes it'll update in the afternoon. It's basically whenever the hell they feel like doing it. Okay? Whenever the hell they feel like updating, games will release on the United States PSN. And I've complained about this for 10 years. I've always had issue with this practice. I feel that it's very unprofessional and that they should have a set schedule and say, this is the time every day when new content releases, period. None of this willy-nilly shit whenever they get to it. okay? But that's not how they operate. You know, always, this has been a pain in my ass. So I started the stream thinking, well, I guess we're not doing Fighting EX later today. It's not available. I guess we're going to do more Half-Life 2, which I am doing later tonight. But I was like, I guess we're just doing it. And I boot the stream up. Pre-stream music's playing. I'm just about to start, and someone tells me, oh, it's now available in the store. I'm like, what the fuck? So I have to go. I switch over. I check, and there it is. Oh, my God. Well, at least it's there. Thank goodness. I'm pleased. The stream will be what I advertised it to be. So I switched over. I downloaded the game, and here we are. Now, there are 2 versions of the game available. For $40, you get the whole game. But for $60, you get extra Gougy packs. So for what I don't understand, the Gougy system is randomly generated. Where, like, I guess as you play the game, you earn more Gougy classes or whatever, or Gougy abilities. And so, I guess if you buy the $60 version of the game, you get more of them from the get-go. I don't even understand how it works. Okay? But in addition, you get 1 extra character. And I was like, why am I going to pay $20 for 1 extra character? Like, I mean, in reality, I don't even know if I'm going to like this game. I mean, I played the beta. I thought the beta was interesting, but I did feel the Gougy system was very overpowered / not balanced at all. And I didn't know if I was going to play at any kind of length when the game finally released, you know, for sale. So why am I going to pay $20 extra for 1 character and these extra class things? I didn't see the value. Now the thing is, if I want, I could go back and I could still buy that stuff, but you can buy it separately. So I did not get I got the cheaper version, and it has apparently 12 characters here at launch, and apparently there will be more available later. But yeah, there you go. So that's going to be today's stream. What am I going to do in the game? Well, apparently the game does have a robust training mode where it has, for example, combo challenges, so you can learn basic stuff with each character. And then, of course, I don't know if it has a story mode. Probably not, I would think, but if it does, I might try that out. And then, of course, I am going to play the game online. Will I be doing all of that in one session? I don't know. We have to see how long, you know, it takes to get through each segment. Obviously, before I even try online, I want to try each character maybe in training mode to try to learn stuff with each character or whatever. So, I guess we'll see. We'll see how things go here today on the stream, okay? So that's today's first gameplay stream, Fighting EX Layer. Tonight, I will be doing 2 more hours of Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Continuing on with my gnome run. If you don't know what that means, I'm trying to carry a gnome, a garden gnome, that was hidden at the beginning of this Episode 2, all the way till the end, and if you do, you get an achievement for it. So I'm trying to do that, and we'll see. So far, so good. I'm about 3 hours into it, and apparently it's 6 to 8 hours long. So another 2 hours of that tonight. Tomorrow, my friends, is a very special day. Tomorrow, my first ever Street Fighter style marathon, alright? And it's a special challenge event. I've never done anything like this before. I've done marathons before, but never before have I challenged my skill level, for example, in this kind of an event. It's the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Master Run Challenge. That's right, my friends. It's finally here. I know I've been hyping this for 2 months. It's finally here. What is it? Well, here's the deal. For 7+ hours, probably more than that because my stream starts around 10, 10:15. It's going to go to around 7 p.m. or later, okay? I'm going to be attempting, in this marathon setting, to beat the arcade modes on the hardest difficulty setting of every single major competitive game in the Street Fighter collection. Starting off with Street Fighter 2, the original Street Fighter 2. Alright? Going through all of the versions of Street Fighter 2, including Champion Edition, Hyper Fighting, Super, and Super Turbo. Then, if I persevere and beat all 5 of those games on the hardest setting, I'll be moving on to the Street Fighter Alpha series, Alpha 1, 2, and 3. And then if I persevere there, I'll be moving into the Street Fighter 3 series, okay? Now, for those of you who watched my History of Street Fighter event earlier on this month, you're going to know something already in advance that maybe others don't. The arcade modes of these games cheat. They literally read your button inputs to see what you're doing, and immediately will hit you with counter moves to cheat. You know, a human doesn't do that. A human has to physically see what's going on their television, right? Then they react. So there's a little bit of delay. If the computer doesn't have that delay, it reads your input and immediately will counter move and blow through whatever you're doing. In addition, the game blatantly cheats and it actually just defies its own rules. So to give you an example here, Guile no longer needs to charge to do a flash kick. He can walk up and do a flash kick. By walking forward, he could do a flash kick. Huh? I know that sounds stupid, but he can do it. DJ has this punch move. You charge down for 2 seconds. You press up plus punch. And what it does, he wiggles his fist. And it's supposed to be a multi-hit move used in combos. The computer changes the properties of the move. It becomes an anti-air. So if you jump in, all of a sudden, the hitbox that he has is completely removed. So you can't hit him. And the move hits, I'm not exaggerating, 3 to 4 times, which it's not supposed to. Usually only hits 1 to 2 times. And it does 80% damage. And I'm not kidding, 80% of your health bar will vanish if you get hit by this move. That the game literally cheats. And it's just so broken. I don't know why they did that, but they did that. So that's going to be tomorrow. Oh my God, can you imagine the amount of rage I'm going to have when the fucking computer is cheating like crazy? It's going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun for you to see me rage. It's going to be fun for me to challenge myself to try to beat this. So I guess we're going to see. You know, tomorrow will be very, very interesting. My first ever challenge run marathon I've ever done. Now, here's the thing. If this event ends up being successful, if a lot of people show up, if people are contributing and enjoying, right, I may do other challenge runs in the future. You know, I could do a challenge run event. I don't know. Challenge myself in Dark Souls to beat it in a certain way. Challenge myself in a certain game to do a certain thing in a marathon setting. See what I mean? Like, I'd be okay with doing that as long as these events end up being successful. So let's see how it goes, okay? Let's see how it goes and go from there. This is a new kind of content for me, you know, kind of opening the door for a whole new style. So, all right, so that's tomorrow. I'm very excited to see how things go down on that stream. Saturday, I'm not here. Saturday is my day off, so Saturday I will not be live streaming. All right, it's my day of rest. But then I'll be back on Sunday, more than likely with more Fighting EX Layer, since I'm only playing one session today. Of course, here's what's going to happen. By Sunday, people will already have found insane broken shit, and they'll probably be, like, destroying the game. So we'll see by Sunday how much longer I'm going to play this game, I guess. Monday, I'm trying to remember in particular what I set up for Monday, because I did set up, oh, that's right. Monday, ladies and gentlemen, it's the premiere of Simpsons Hit and Run. That's right, the game showed up yesterday. I tested it in my Xbox 360. It works fine. So I will be starting my Simpsons Hit and Run playthrough Monday. Okay, I know a lot of people have been excited for this. It all begins Monday, okay? And then Monday night will be more Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Will I wrap it up Monday night? I don't know. We're going to find out. And then on Tuesday is the release of Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered. That's right, it's called Mastered because the game takes place on Mars. This is going to be a great playthrough for me because Red Faction Guerrilla is actually a playthrough that I did way back in the day in 2009 when it was a new release. It was one of the first full playthroughs I ever did for the internet. It was actually the first game I ever reviewed in a Hateful Truth review. So it's going to be a fun anniversary throwback experience to be replaying this game with modern graphics in modern times. So this week's going to be great. Just think about this, okay? All the content coming out this week. We got The Simpsons, Hit and Run. We've got Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered. We've got the conclusion of Half-Life 2. We're going to have more Fighting EX Layer. And then, later on this week, once, I finish up some of this stuff, like I said, once I finish up, let's say, Half-Life 2, I'm going to restart and resume, not restart, I should say resume, my Persona 5 playthrough. That's right, the game that I played last year, 80 hours. I loved the game. I absolutely loved it, but had to stop playing it because I was getting false copyright strikes from Atlas. Now, eventually, Atlas did remove those strikes, but it was so annoying that I couldn't continue on and finish the game like everyone else got to fucking do. So I'll be going back to that. Okay, next week, probably. By the end of next week, I'll be resuming the playthrough. And I'm very excited to be resuming Persona 5. You know, this is a game that I loved, and it probably would have made my Game of the Year countdown, top 10 games of the year if I was able to finish it last year. But that's going to be fun bringing that back, something that, you know, I really wanted to resume for the longest time. So let me say this. You guys should definitely, if you want to jump back into that playthrough, get caught up and or refreshed on where I was. My playthrough is live on DSPGaming. You can find it. All you got to do is search my playlist section on my channel to find it on YouTube, and you can see exactly where I was in the game. Okay, if I remember correctly, it was the Phantom Thieves had stolen whatever, the soul or the heart, right, of someone, thinking that this person would have a change of heart and become a good person. Instead, this person committed suicide. They jumped into the street, got hit by a car or something. So I think the Phantom Thieves had like a shock, like, uh-oh, this is a dark turn. And the whole game, when we change the hearts of people, they become better people. In this case, this person killed himself. What the hell just happened, right? So we're going to see what a twist. It was a good twist where I was in the plot, and then I had to just stop playing out of nowhere. So we're going to see. We'll pick up right where this left off and see how that continues on. I'm very excited. All right. So, what a week we've got. We've got Fighting EX Layer, Half-Life 2, Street Fighter Marathon, Simpsons, Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered, and Persona 5. That is a crazy good week coming up, my friends. And I hope that you will join me. I certainly hope that you will join me for a fun week of content. All right. All right, guys. Let's very quickly go through some plugs. I don't want to do a giant plug segment here today. I really don't, because I'm already behind. Okay? So what I'll say very quickly is thanks for your support for 10 years. You guys know that if you watch my videos or streams, you help me out, but there's other ways to help as well, including pledging to my Patreon. And by the way, there's only about 2.5 days left if you want to pledge to my Patreon for this month and get in on the upcoming event, which is the Rageathon. So allow me to explain. Go check it out at patreon.com/darksidephil. This is my monthly Patreon campaign. If you pledge $5 or more to my Patreon this month, you will be nominating and voting on games for the upcoming Rageathon Marathon event that will take place in August, okay? Unprecedented amount of power, because you'll be able to nominate and vote on games that are going to be on a stream of hundreds and videos that will get thousands of views on YouTube. So please consider pledging. There's other perk levels as well, great things you get for your contributions, and your contributions help me out to allow me to keep doing this, you know, full time. So please check it out. Patreon.com/darksidephil. That's number one. Number two, please check out my Teespring shop over at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. My Teespring shop has been refreshed. What I mean by that is, sadly, a few of the most popular listings had expired, including my DSP Skull logo merchandise. I refreshed everything. It's all available again. So please give it a look. Anything you buy from my Teespring shop, I get a commission, and obviously you get a cool collectible. And I've had 3 sales in the last day, so thanks very much, everyone, for your support. Very nice. And then, in particular, if you're here live on the stream, guys, if you would like a shout-out during today's stream, if you either cheer with bits, subscribe to the channel, or tip me, any of those things, I'll give you a verbal shout-out. Keep in mind, I am playing a fighting game, so it'll be a little bit more difficult to get those shout-outs during matches, but in between the fact, I will, you know, stop to give you shout out. All right. Please, if you are going to try to get a shout out today, please be respectful of others. Do not insult others. Do not bring up negativity. Do not bring up other content creators, YouTubers, or streamers who do negative stuff towards me regularly, which they do. I don't care. Please stay on topic. Don't bring up religion or politics. In general, you know, I'm not going to say, oh, you can't do a certain thing, but we try to keep the streams positive and drama-free, and that's the general rule. Understand this is my stream, and it's very subjective what I choose to read on my own stream. I'm not obligated to read anything just because you cheer, sub, or tip. So please be respectful and positive, and we should have a good time, all right? Now, if you want to get a nice animation to play on the stream, so you get some visual recognition, you can cheer 50 bits or more in one go, tip me $5 or more in one go, or after subscribing to the channel, if you wait around, there's a share button that pops up. If you click on that button, if you do any of those 3 things, you will actually get a visual animation, okay, on the stream. So there you go. That's really it. So please consider subscribing to the channel. If you subscribe to the channel, guys, you will get access to all of the new emotes, including the new Street Fighter related ones, the Hadouken Fireball, the DSP Ryu. These will be very, very useful today, tomorrow, and moving forward with fighting games. I mean, tomorrow I'm doing a Street Fighter marathon. It's a no-brainer. If you subscribe now, you'll have access to all those emotes to use tomorrow. All right. In addition, you don't have to watch advertisements when I take ad breaks. And let's face it, ads are annoying. I agree. I hate ads too. And tomorrow in particular with the marathon, I'll probably be taking a lot of ad breaks. So there you go. And, you know, it helps me out. So please consider subscribing to the channel for all the benefits. And also, you could tip me on the stream, as I've already mentioned. How do you do that? Well, if you look below my stream, you'll see a button that says Tips Jar that you can click, and it takes you to the PayPal tips page, where you can leave an anonymous tip or your name in a message if you want a shout out. Or if you don't see the tips jar button, you're probably on a mobile version of the site, which is fine. Instead, just type in !tip into the stream chat. It'll bring up a link that you can click to take you to that said page, and you can leave your tip via that method, okay? All right, I got through the plugs really quickly. Really quickly. And now it's time. It is now time for shout outs. So, thank you to everyone who has contributed already. I appreciate your contributions. Let's go ahead and give credit where credit is due. First of all, overnight, there were a few try this again. Overnight, there were a few people who contributed when I wasn't even live streaming. I do appreciate your overnight contributions, everyone. We had Infinite55 who did a 200-bit cheer. Thank you, Infinite. Jack QB. So, JACQB. My apologies. I don't know if it's Jack QB or whatever. I'm not sure. But thank you for the sub. Also, okay, excuse me. Also, NYXBTW gifted a tier 1 sub to Whole Eye Try. So, congratulations to Whole Eye Try, and thank you to NYXBTW for gifting that sub. I appreciate that, okay? Genetic Gamer cheered and was asking, would I ever do more co-op with John, Rambo, and Howard? The answer is no. Genetic Gamer, apparently you're living in the past. I have not done a video with them since 2014. You're talking over 4 years ago. That is quite a long time for you to get adjusted to the fact that I moved across the country and I don't talk with them or anything anymore. I mean, I understand. Yes, in the past there was a lot of videos. I'd say between 2011 and 2014. So for 3 years, they were in a lot of my content. And it's now been 4 years since they've been in my content. You would think the 4 years afterward you get used to that. So the answer is no, but thank you for the cheer. All right, now, as you guys can see, we have a stream stats leaderboard that includes the total number of subs, top cheer, and top tip. Today, if you are the top cheerer or top tipper on the stream, I will update that leaderboard to put your name up there. And right now, what I'm going to do is some shout outs, and I'm going to start updating that leaderboard, okay? So first off, shout out to Resident Evil Beating who cheered. He said, Phil, use the search bar on PSN and type in EX Layer. I already know. He was trying to tell me that it was live, and yes, it was live. I know. I got it installed. We're good to go. But thank you for the cheer. Kate cheers, said happy Thursday chat, and shout out to Anonysaurus Rex, who is an awesome friend. Resident Evil Beating is asking, why isn't the stream running at 60 frames per second? It is. It actually is. So I'm not sure why you can't see that, but it is running at 60 frames right now. Tantamounter did a 100-bit cheer, and that actually makes Tantamounter the top cheerer for today. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to update the stats if I can get a chance here. There we go. Okay. So thank you, Tantamounter, for the 100-bit cheer. Appreciate that. Alrighty. Up there on the leaderboard. Very nice. Okay, Kate cheered again. It says, I'm happy your internet's working. Last night, the stream was crazy and it ended weird. Yeah. So last night, guys, I mean, it was an internet issue with Comcast. What happened was, as I was streaming Mario Tennis, which, by the way, admittedly, I was terrible. I was absolutely terrible at Mario Tennis. If anything, what I learned is that just because you play through the campaign of any kind of sports game, it doesn't mean that you actually know how to play said sports game. Because people were using stuff against me, I had no clue. People were like, apparently having this way to charge their shot max, and then when I would try to hit the ball back, it would stun me, and it would prevent me from ever using my super meter for a zone shot and stuff. Like, it was really weird. There was 3 or 4 strategies people were using against me that I didn't even know existed in the game because the campaign taught you none of that. So I basically lost a million times. And then after an hour and a half of getting my ass handed to me, okay, I was in a match where actually it was a close, heated match. And it looked like I may have won it. And then my internet died, okay? And it wasn't just, oh, you know, someone DDoS attacked Phil or something. No, my internet completely died for about 45 minutes. And it wasn't just one modem, because I have two modems. It was both modems. It was all the internet here. So I tried contacting Comcast. They didn't get back to me until after the internet came back. It was so funny because, you know, oh, we want to help. Okay, here, I'll send you all my information. You know, an hour later they respond, well, we show that your modems are working, so what do you mean? I'm like, dude, you know, I wrote you an hour ago. So obviously things have changed, right? But yeah, my internet went down right near the end of the stream. So the stream ended prematurely. There was nothing I could do about it. Those videos of me getting my butt handed to me are live over on YouTube on DSPGaming if you want to see them. But it ain't pretty. Basically, I was raging because I was so frustrated that apparently there were things in the game I had no conscious knowledge existed because the campaign sucks. I mean, the campaign of the game is pretty much worthless. Not only is it incredibly unfair and unbalanced with you know, people you're playing having better abilities than you and the like, it doesn't even teach you the basics to play against a human. So it's basically a complete waste of 8 hours. Thank God I didn't buy that game. Seriously, I'd be so frustrated if I spent $60 on Mario Tennis. I really would. But, so anyway, the stream ended, you know, prematurely last night, and there was nothing I could do about it. You know, it took almost an hour for my internet to come back. So I kind of shrugged and said, oh, well, nothing I can do about that. All right, so apologies for that last night, but yeah, my internet's fine now. Again, it seemed to be a blip with Comcast. They fucked something up, or an internet line went down somewhere, then they fixed it. So, Kate cheered again. She says the kids in my hospital were laughing at how horrible I treated the gnome in Half-Life 2 by losing him and finding him again. Yeah, he went under the toxic sludge. It was pretty disgusting. Anonymosaurus Rex cheered, but he referenced someone else who was being very negative about me, and I'm not going to bring that up. As you know, Anonymosaurus, it's against the rules, so thank you for the cheer, but I'm not going to bring that up. So there you go. Mayito1990 resubscribed for the second month in a row. Thank you, Mayito, for the 2 months of support. I appreciate that. I really do. And Knows Nobody did a 100-bit cheer and says, wub, wub, wub. Now, here's the deal. As you guys can see, I'm going to make some new rules in regards to the leaderboard when I do it, because I can't have people tied. I just can't. As you can see, if I put in Knows Nobody, this thing's going to fill up, and I'm not even going to have any more room to put anyone else. So here's how it's going to work. Your name will be on this leaderboard if you're the top cheerer or top tipper. However, if someone ties you, they will be the current top person. Okay, so whoever the most current cheer or tip is, that's the highest, will go up there. And then if someone obviously tops your cheer or tip, they will then take your place as well. So since Knows Nobody did it second, they're going to get up on the leaderboard. Okay? And again, if someone else cheers 100 bits, boom, they'll bump Knows Nobody. Or if you cheer above that, obviously you're going to bump Knows Nobody. All right. Okay, the Lord Lamb V3 just cheered. He said, can we all give a huge shout out to Harry Kane? I don't know who that is. Who the hell is Harry Kane? All right. So, as you guys can see, we have no tips currently. If you tip me, you're going to get up on that leaderboard. And the top cheer is 100 bits. So, pretty reasonable if you want to become, someone on that leaderboard. Let's check our sub count. Sub count's gone down. Sub count's gone down to 479. So, we're going to go ahead and update that. I just got a dollar tip from someone pretending to be Jim Sterling. I'm going to put Jim. So that way, the troll doesn't win. There you go. Thank you for the dollar tip. All right. Now, what I want to do before we start, guys, I want to give credit to the top 10 cheerers of the week. What I want to do, I want to read down the top 10. The top 10 contributors and give them credit where credit is due for helping me out. All right, let's do this. In 10th place, we've got PS Geek 23. Thank you very much. In 9th place, Shao Kahn Artist. Thank you, Shao Kahn Artist. In 8th place, Infinite 55. Thank you, Infinite. In 7th place, Zacco. In 6th place, Derfuzilador. And then in 5th place, Flippin' Trees, who actually is only beating Derfuzilador by a single bit. Oh, single bit. Boba Fett is in 4th place. We've got Octoa in 3rd. Ostmink in 2nd. And of course, sitting at the top of the mountain, the Lord Lamb V3 at 1st place. So thank you guys for your contributions this week. It is very, very, very much appreciated. And, yeah, cool stuff. Again, if you want to get onto the top 10 leaderboard, that's easy. All you got to do is become one of the top 10 cheerers, all right? I guess that's it, guys. Anyone else have anything to talk about or anything? I know this has been a quicker pre-stream. I tried to get through it quickly because I know I started late. Anyone have anything to discuss? Any other final shout-outs or anything before we jump into fighting EX Layer? Shoojet died. What the hell? What on earth? I just asked, is there anything else? And immediately Stream Chat froze for me. Okay, now it unfroze. What's going on, Blaine? Good to see ya. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes my internet has like a blip too, and it screws stuff up, so. Is the donation banner transparent? No, it's not. No, it is not. I got another tip from Jim Stanton. I don't know who that is either. So I'm just going to go ahead and update this. It was $1.01. $1.01. Wait a minute. What the hell is that? There we go. I was like, what on earth? Okay, there we are. Knows Nobody did another 100-bit cheer and asked me, do I still have my PS Vita? Yes, I do. It's been sitting in my nightstand in my bedroom for about 2 years. No lie, it's just been sitting there collecting dust. Because there's nothing to do on it, you know? There's no games I'm going to play on it. They don't even make games for it anymore. And I don't use it for remote play or anything, so... Johnnysaurus Rex just cheered. And he says, Phil, I don't know if you answered this already. I just came back, but any chance we will get another Mario Tennis stream? I don't know. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. You know? I mean, yeah, personally, I don't think I'm going to get anything else out of the game myself. Like, I think what's going to end up happening here is, you know, I'm pretty much not going to learn much else. Because everyone was playing the game. Apparently, from what I understand, most people did not like the campaign, just like I didn't. And so most people just played the game online exclusively. And they played it all the way from Friday through, like, all this week. So they all know all these strategies. They figured out all this stuff. I don't know shit. You know, I played it for the first time last night. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was flubbing around. It was like playing tennis. Instead of a racket, I had a big wet noodle. And I was slopping it around in the air. And it wasn't really being very effective. And since I really don't have a lot of time to invest in the game to play it, and learn the competitive side of it, I really don't think I'm going to do any better, you know? Like, even if I were to play it 2-3 more times, I doubt I would get any better at the game. I just don't have any time to really commit to it, okay? So that being said, you know, if I play it again, all you're going to basically see is me getting my ass handed to me again and again and again. Is that really what you want? I guess some people definitely like that, you know? So that's up to you, I guess, you know. But the thing is, next week we're going to be super busy. Like I said, next week we've got The Simpsons plus Red Faction Gorilla Remastered, plus I'll be continuing fighting EX Layer, plus I'm planning on finishing Half-Life 2 and resuming Persona 5. So with all that going on, it's going to be very tough to even be squeezing in a session of tennis, so... Alright, Anonymosaurus Rex cheers. Did you forget to update the top tipper name? No, I didn't. Jim. That's the name, Jim. Okay, then. Alright, guys, are we done? Is that it? Are we good to go? Or does anyone else have anything else to add or say? Jim Bob says we're good to go. Let's get this show on the road. Austin says, I want to play Mario Kart, but I don't know if the Switch is worth it just for that. I would say no, but there are other great games like Mario Odyssey. If you haven't played it yet, man, you really are missing out. Mario Odyssey is just a great game. It really has that first-party Nintendo ingenuity. And if you're missing out, if you haven't played it, you know, that's pretty much for me, Mario Odyssey is the killer app for the Switch. It's the must-play game. So, I mean, that's just icing on the cake. If you're getting it for Mario Kart and then you get to play Mario Odyssey, that's like, yeah, you know. So I would say yes, you know. At this point, the Switch is starting to build a really great library of first-party games. And, you know, keep in mind, by the end of this year, too, you'll have Smash Brothers. And if you like Smash Brothers, that's another one, you know what I mean? So there you go. If you don't care about first-party Nintendo, then the answer is no. Because that's all they got. The ports on the Switch are terrible. They are, in a lot of cases, not every case, but in a lot of cases, lower resolution, lower frame rate, less features than the same games on other consoles. People said that WWE was ported. It's a joke. It runs like shit. You know? Why would you want to pay a full price $60 for a port to the Switch that you can get on any other console and it's much better, you know? So there you go. Mr. Popsicle wants one more Mario Tennis session. Well, we'll see. We're going to be busy for now, but we'll see. Moving forward. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. I guess that's it. Let's end the pre-stream. Let's begin. Again, reminder. If you cheer, sub, or tip, I'll give you a shout-out. If you beat the top cheer or top tip, you'll get up on the leaderboard. And that is it. Thank you, guys. Let's end the pre-stream. Let's jump into Fighting EX Layer and see what's available. All right.